Cinderella. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a kind young girl named Cinderella. Her father was a wealthy merchant, but after he passed away, she had to live with her stepmother and two stepsisters, Anastasia and Drizella. They were not kind to her at all. They treated her like a servant, making her cook, clean, and do the chores. Cinderella dreamed of a better life. She would often sit by the window and watch the birds flying in the sky. She wished to be free like them. One day, an exciting announcement came to the village. There was going to be a grand ball at the palace. The prince was looking for a bride, and all the young women in the kingdom were invited. Cinderella's stepsisters were very excited. They spent days preparing for the ball, choosing lovely dresses and practicing their dance moves. Cinderella wanted to go too, but her stepmother said, "No. You must stay home and clean." The night of the ball arrived. Cinderella's stepsisters left for the palace, looking beautiful in their dresses. Cinderella sat alone, feeling sad. Suddenly, her fairy godmother appeared. "Don't worry, Cinderella. I will help you go to the ball," she said with a warm smile. With a wave of her magic wand, the fairy godmother transformed a pumpkin into a grand carriage, mice into strong horses, and Cinderella's rags into a beautiful gown. She also gave her a pair of sparkling glass slippers. "But remember, my dear, you must return home by midnight," warned the fairy godmother. Cinderella arrived at the ball, and everyone turned to admire her. The prince was mesmerized by her beauty and asked her to dance. They danced together for hours, forgetting about everyone else in the room. They talked and laughed, and Cinderella felt happier than she had ever been. As the clock struck midnight, Cinderella remembered what her fairy godmother had told her. She ran out of the palace, but in her hurry she lost one of her glass slippers. The next day, the prince and his guards visited every house in the kingdom. When they arrived at Cinderella's home, her stepsisters tried to fit into the slipper, but their feet were too big. Cinderella, who was shy and had been hiding, stepped forward and asked to try the slipper. To everyone's surprise, the slipper fit her perfectly. The prince was overjoyed to find her. He took Cinderella back to the palace, and they soon fell in love. They got married in a beautiful ceremony surrounded by friends and family. Cinderella no longer had to do all the chores. She lived happily with the prince, and they spent their days enjoying life together. And so, they lived happily ever after, in a castle filled with love and laughter.